All right, we live. Live on YouTube. Let's be live on Instagram. All right, come on in. Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. Muhammad is his messenger and exalted Christ. And I further bear witness that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is the extension of the Son of Man. I would like to greet every brother and sister with the greeting words of peace, which we say in the Arabic language, Assalamu alaikum. Peace and blessings, family. This is your brother, Knowledge 5845 on the gram, author Determined to Change, student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan by the way of the eternal leader, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I can never thank Allah enough for appearing in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise is due forever. All praise is due to Allah. Good morning, brothers and sisters. I pray to Allah that every brother and sister is fine and well. And it's raining in my city. I don't know what it's doing in y'all city, man, but it's raining in my city. But guess what? Even though it's raining, the sun always shines. The sun is always shining, man. So we always look from within that light to continue to shine no matter what it's looking like. And I know a lot of time that's hard. So really, let's get straight to it. I really want to kind of talk about that. We're not talking about our brother Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. We're not talking about that. All right. That's going to continue to happen. Those things are going to happen. We're going to focus on self. All right. I want us to focus on self. I want us to get back to, it's always a time and place for everything. All right. We talk about that. We enlighten ourselves on that situation so we can broaden our mind to be able to see the world and see the condition of, our reality and what the most honorable Elijah Muhammad has been teaching for decades. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan been teaching us for decades. But right now, we need the reality in front of us in our life. All right. So this is why I'm going live right now this morning, and I'm very inspired. I woke up inspired to know that if anything is going to change in my life, this is what I said. Now, you can listen to me, and if you get something out of this from your own, in your reality, praise be to Allah. That's the goal. But as I was laying this morning, and as I woke up, and I was sitting, I was laying in the bed, and I just was sitting there, and I just was, how before when you wake up, you just kind of sit there for a little bit, and you're trying to gather everything, and you're thinking about when we're asleep. So many thoughts. Don't you know that your future is running in front of you during the time of your rest? When you sleep, it's so many things that God puts on your mind, puts on your spirit, puts on your heart that you got to get done. No matter if you're seeing things that you don't like about yourself, it's always, now this to me, every time I'm asleep, it seems like that's when the reality hits me the most, when I'm asleep. And it's like I can come out of myself. And I'm talking to myself. I'm having a dialogue. I'm having a conversation with myself. The most important time for me is when I'm asleep. When I'm asleep, it's when God is telling me all of the reality, all of the important things that need to be on my list when I'm asleep. Why when I'm asleep? Because they say sleep is the cousin of death, right? So we're knowing, okay, sleeping is the cousin of death. So in the mercy of the sleep, the awakening of the God is reminding us with the mercy and the love what we have to get done, what we have to separate, how we have to analyze our life. What am I looking at? It's like we're checking things off while we're asleep. I mean, this is what happens to me. I can't say it happened to you. I'm just sharing my inspiration with you. And so what I want to talk about, every morning I get up, I listen to morning motivation. because I'm knowing that if anything is going to change, it's very cliche to say, oh man, change your life, do good. But it's easier said than done when you have so much pulling on you. You got children, you got bills, you got this job, you're trying to get a job, you're trying to run into the right atmosphere to be successful. You're trying to put yourself in the best position possible. And sometimes it feels like you're not moving. And you're wondering, damn, I'm stuck. I've hit a wall. I'm stuck. But let me say this to you. I have to give it to you like it was given to me. I wrote this down this morning on my morning motivations. And this was a confirmation for me that, God is talking. God is confirming in me that I'm on the right path. Listen to what was said. Don't let your emotions be misunderstood as your faith. It doesn't have to feel like it's working to be working. Do you know that feeling I got when I heard that? That was inspiration. That was God saying, no. Because our feelings, our emotions, they go up and down. But because our emotions are down does not mean that God is displeased because our emotions are down. Doesn't mean that. And I needed to hear that reconfirmation. I needed to hear that confirmation. Don't let your emotions be misunderstood as your faith. It doesn't have to feel like it's working to be working. It doesn't have to look like it's working to be working. How many of us have been through that? How many of us feel like that, and then all of a sudden an opportunity hits you out of nowhere? Listen, we're all one idea away. This is what I'm telling you. When I'm asleep, when I'm tossing and turning and I'm asleep, if sleep is the cousin of death, when I'm tossing and turning, I don't know why, but the most important things God put on my mind during the times I'm sleeping, because I'm knowing, okay, I'm asleep. It's going to come a time where this is going to be a permanent sleep, where I'm not going to be able to get up. I'm not going to be able to get up and go to the restroom and get back in the bed. I'm not going to be able to get up and go get some water and quench my thirst and get back in the bed and go back to sleep. That's what I'm thinking. And so God put all of the priorities in my life while I'm sleeping, saying, look, you lost one child. You have a 3-year-old. You have to, he's depending on you to secure something in his life before you go. What are you going to do, brother? Brother Winford, knowledge, it's on you. So when I heard this in my sleep, I'm tossing and turning and I'm like, damn, okay. And we all can look at our life and see distractions and say, okay, I need to remove this. This ain't good for me. I need to remove this right here, man. But it's something in us that want to hold on to that, whatever it may be. It's something that we want to hold on to, but we know we don't need it. We know we don't need it. And the intelligence in us say, get rid of it. But the flesh or the emotions say, let's just keep it. Let's see what'll happen. Let's see what can come out of it. It doesn't happen on your schedule. We talk about faith. Faith, being able to believe in the things that are yet seen. When Allah says in the Quran, kun fayakun, be and it is. When Allah says that He willed the universe into manifestation, the sun, the moon, the stars, the earth, the planets. He willed these things from himself. What kind of distraction did he have? He warred with himself for eons of time. Damn, what kind distractions? Heavy distractions. So if we are direct descendants from that, look at all the stuff that we got to fight through just to get to success. We got a lot of stuff to fight through. So the name of my life is Control Your Time by Self-Improving. We say, I don't have time to do this. And we think about our age, and we think about so much at one time, and we're just suppressing our minds and our spirits and our faith, not knowing that doubt is just hanging around. See, doubt and faith is intertwined. I want you to hear me, family. Faith and doubt is intertwined. Just like Allah says that he war with himself for eons of time. Look about the yin and the yang. Everything positive, negative. Everything is doing this together. So faith and doubt are wrestling for position. Always. That happened to me. Now, if you're a human being, I know damn well you understand what I'm talking about. We all have a time where faith and doubt, they're hand in hand. They're fighting for position in our life. We wake up sometimes, oh man, we have panic attacks, anxieties. We're thinking about the time. Oh man, especially women. See, women, they think about their children. They think about being a mother. They think about having their own family, having a husband. See, men, we're wired different. A man can say, hey, wherever I lay my head is my home. And and that's the reality. That's just being truthful. A man can just kind of, he'll find his way. He said, man, look, I'm a man. Whatever happens. I'm gonna deal with whatever harsh condition comes my way. As a man, I'm gonna deal with it. A woman, that's why they say women mature a lot faster than men, and I understand why. Because she's the mother of civilization. She has a love to nurture and grow. She has a responsibility to nurture and grow things from herself. So she's looking like, okay, the time. Oh, I'm getting this age. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do it. And we start panicking. Yes, I'm live on YouTube as well. Absolutely. So when you think about it, control your time by self-improving. So we heard the cliche, time waits for no one. We've always heard that, man. Time waits for no one. Time waits for no one. Do we really understand that? If Allah says that the mind is the greatest thing that he created, then that means that we can hold time. What you mean, brother? Come on, brother. What you mean we can hold time? If the mind is the greatest thing that Allah created, and that mind is here, it's not that the mind is in us. It is a flesh and material wrapped around the mind of the Supreme Being. We are in his mind. We are a manifestation of his mind. So therefore, if we are attached to him, come on, y'all. We know the lessons. We know the supreme wisdom of how to eat, to live, and all these things, and how to think. We can preserve ourselves on the way we think. We always say black don't crack. Well, black doesn't crack because we come directly from the creation of it all. So even in our madness, even in our state of madness, in our state of ignorance, we can still be preserved because of the nature of how we were created. Now, just imagine if we start morning motivation. Listen, this is something that I'm doing now. Morning motivations. Morning motivation. This is something I say, you know what? I'm finna start applying this stuff, man. Look, We have trackers. I want y'all to look at this. This is a tracker. This is something that Jake Taylor Jacobs, one of my close brothers, he said, hey, this is his company. He's a CEO of this company. He told us, he said, hey, look, every morning you write your goals. Write down your goals and don't allow your goals to change. Think about your goals. Sit and think about your goals, okay? And all this is tying into the title. Control your time by self-improving. A lot of times we say, oh, I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. And so when we say we don't have time to do these things, we start to panic. Damn, we panic. And when we panic, we look for comfortability. We're looking for sympathy. Unconsciously, we're looking for something to justify why we feel the way we feel. No matter if we know it or not. Okay, I'm vulnerable. I need to be loved. Oh, I'm running out of time. Oh, I just need this. Or I just need that. I just need somebody to cross my path that can understand me, that can verify, that can confirm that. Oh, yeah, so they can understand, so they know what I'm going through, so they can be along with me. No, we don't need that. We don't need that. When that arises in us, we got to fight that. We have to fight that feeling, and we got to go against that, and we got to shake that off. How do we do it? Write down your goals. I'm so happy and grateful. This is how we start off our goals. I'm so happy and grateful. And you write that 5 times, and you think about what's important to you. What's important in your life? What's important? I'm so happy and grateful that we're not talking about Brother Ye right now, brother. I respect your question. I haven't seen the apology yet, so I can't just talk about it right now. I want to do my due diligence. I want to research it. And I want to be able to get with my research team. I want to be able to get with my big brothers and sisters, and I want to go through protocol. I don't want to just spew out something, that I have no comprehensive knowledge on. Okay. Not saying that I won't talk about it, but I want to be able to get some other things going first. But right now, we're not worried about Ye. Right now, I want you to focus on yourself. Right now, I want you to look in the mirror and say, what about you? What with the time that I have, what am I doing? Where am I going? What am I about to build? What am I striving to establish? Who am I trying to save? You see? So we're writing down goals. We're writing down targets. This is my goal. I'm just gonna give y'all 2 of my goals that I don't want to change. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a motivational speaker. That's one of my first goals. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a motivational speaker. You speak it into existence. Every day, I write this down. I say it to myself. I write it down and say it to myself. I'm so happy and grateful I'm a motivational speaker. And you walk into it. You walk into it. And by the time you know it, you're getting calls. Hey, can you come here? Can you come to our city? Can you come do this? Can you come and speak? Can you come to the boys' home? Can you come to the juvenile? Can you come to the high school? I'm so happy and grateful that I'm a motivational speaker. For y'all that know, I buried my son September he passed away September the 13th, right? My oldest. I am so happy and grateful that I can manifest my son's life through my own. That is a goal. That is a goal that me and him talked about. Son, if you don't make it, if you go before I go, I will make sure that you live through me, determine to change. I will make sure that I will take you with me everywhere I go. I will not give up. I will continue to fight the good fight. I will strive to make the best decision before I act on a certain situation, before I put myself in a situation, I will strive to make the best decision that I can make because you are with me, and I'm happy and grateful I can manifest your life through mine. That's a goal. So anytime that we are reflecting self-improvement, we're saving time. Control your time by self-improving. Listen, it's so much that we can't control. So when you know it's certain things out there that you can't control, you got to put it in your mind and say, well, wait a minute. If the mind is the greatest thing that God created, then I just have to tap into a deeper part of it, and I can control the things that I can't control by self-improving. Control your time. Have you ever felt that when you read something, after you read the Bible, after you read the Quran, after you read something of motivation, you take about an hour to your time, you light you some candles, you put on you some nice music, and you study? Don't you feel good? You feel like you feel like you've climbed a mountain. You feel like and listen, you feel accomplished. You feel like, okay, I got that done. And then what? Write it down. When you write that down and you mark that out for the day, ooh, that's a pleasure. That feels good. That feels good when you can write that down and say, oh, let me scratch that off. I did that already. That has got accomplished today. You see what I'm saying? That feels good, man. Like literally try that. Like literally try that. People say they don't believe in the Bible. Oh, man, I don't believe in that. Man, you still reading that stuff? Man, you better go back to our ancestors and all this. Be quiet, man. I think you should keep quiet. Isn't that what Jay-Z told Mike? Isn't that what the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan told Mike Wallace? I think you should just keep quiet. That's what listen. If you apply these things to your life, don't worry about what nobody say. Do not worry about what nobody say. Listen to this. Listen to what I wrote down this morning. I want y'all to hear this, and I want y'all to receive this in your own being. We all have a reason to settle. Did y'all hear what I said? We all have a reason to settle. See, the faith and the doubt are intertwined. They're fighting for position. So if we always think about something that we want to do great, and then here comes the doubt is sitting right there, so we'll settle for a lesser idea because we are consciously and unconsciously looking at ourselves as no value. Man, I'm almost 40. Man, I'm almost 50. Man, when I look back at my life, man, I've been having these hard times. Every time I get up, I fall back down. This and that. Woo, 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 this and that. We all have listen to what I wrote down this morning. Listen to what he said, man. He said, we all have a reason to settle. Listen to this. He said, we all have a reason to settle. But then he turned right back around and say, but we also have a reason to fight. Oh, come on. That was a bar, man. He said we all have a reason to settle. If we want to settle, it's easy to settle and say, okay, yeah, okay. And whatever we settle in, we'll make it seem fair seeming. But then he turned back around and say, but we all have a reason to fight too. Let's not just land on the settle part. Let's always go the extra mile and fight and say, no, man, I don't care what you got to do. Somebody might look at you. If you got to talk to yourself, if you got to remember something, if you got to get by yourself and talk to yourself and pep yourself, let people walk by and say, they talking to themselves, they crazy as hell. Let them say it. Whatever is going to get you to the next level and pleasing the God Whatever's going to get you there, everybody have different mechanisms. Everybody have different strategic ways on how they get to their peace, or how they become happy, or how they align themselves with the God of intelligence inside of themselves. Control your time by self-improving. I was also inspired to tell you this, brothers and sisters. Anytime you're feuding with someone, it could be family members, it could be your best friend, it could be your brothers and sisters, it could be people that are in the registered members of the nation, anybody that you have disagreements with in your life. I want you to hear me. I want you to hear me. Whatever disagreements that you're having in your life right now, listen, if you're focusing on yourself, listen, God will shed some things. It doesn't make that person a bad person. But God will remove people away from your life so you can focus and do what you need to do. God will remove these people. And look, sometimes once you get what God is doing for you and you go on, the people who you remove yourself or who God remove you from, they'll think you're trying to be funny. Oh man, you think you better than me. No, I don't. I don't think I'm better. You know how you grow up from the hood? Every 20, 30 years later, people still there. I did 15 years in the federal penitentiary. Went in when I was 19, got out when I was 34 years old. I'm 41 years young right now. Haven't been to that neighborhood since I came home. I don't go there to hang out. Some people will see you and say, oh, you know, he think he this, he think he that. No, man. You forgot where we came from. No. I just choose not to stay there. That's all. I haven't forgot where I came from. I just choose not to stay there. I don't want to die there. I want to live. Because at a blink of an eye, it's like we're blowing in the wind. So how do I find my purpose in this life? How do I find my purpose? This is what we all should be thinking about. I want you to look in the mirror, family. How do I find my purpose? Look in the mirror and ask, who am I? Who am I? That's the greatest challenge, is denying ourselves. So people say they don't read the Bible. They don't read the Quran. But in there, it says to deny yourself. That's wisdom. You don't want to read that? You don't want to try to break that down? You don't want to dissect that? That's gold, man. That's gold. Being able to read that and feed on that and saturate yourself in, wait a minute, deny myself. Oh man, this is going to be a journey. Let me go to war with myself. Very attractive. I can have these things. Whatever I want, I can have it at a snap of a finger. Hey, boom. But what's going to happen when we can have that, but then we say, I'm going to fight it. I don't want it. I can have it. It's in my reach. But I want something greater. So whatever is in our reach, it has to be a vision that's bigger than whatever is in our reach. Do you get what I'm saying, family? This is still controlling time. By self-improving, you're controlling time. You're able to preserve yourself. You're able to hold time. You're able to hold it. Not physically hold it. You're able to spiritually and mentally hold the time. Because the first thing we do is we look at our age, and God said that I'm timeless. So God said, you're looking at your age. Oh, I'm 50 years old. But God is saying, don't you know that I have the power? You're 50. You're 40. You're 30. Don't you know that I have the power to turn your life around tomorrow? I can sit the world at your feet tomorrow, later today. We don't know what's going to happen throughout this day. We don't know. But that's how we have to start psyching the mind. We have to start thinking about these things. Man, shit. Man, when I have on this $5,000 suit, talking to the people in my purpose, talking to the people about the inspiration of my life, talking to thousands of people on how Islam affected me, how the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan affected me, how I had to walk through the fire and not be touched. You got to think these things. You got to put the banisters up. Self-preservation, preserving time through your thinking, through your mind. It's a lot of things that we want to pleasure ourselves with. And we might. But soon as we do that, as soon as we pleasure ourselves, right when it's over with, guess what happened? We come right back to the reality and we do what? Damn, man. You don't feel no better. It was a moment and then it's over. That could be sex, that could be drinking, it could be smoking, it could be, whatever. Eating too much, goring yourself, gluttony, whatever. So I just wanted to come on, man, and say, and let me end with this. This one was a good one too, y'all. He said, no one can hurt your feelings. I want y'all to listen to this. Y'all know how a lot of times we always say, oh, my feelings is hurt. They hurt my feelings. We've all said that. We can all bear witness to my feelings was hurt. Oh, you hurt my feelings. My girl hurt my feelings. Your wife hurt your feelings. Your husband hurt your feelings. Your children hurt your feelings. Your job hurt your feelings. Listen to this right here. See, this is one. The mind is so powerful. But in order to exercise and build the mind up to protect ourselves and to preserve time and to control time, we have to create a pattern. You have to create morning motivation. I turn it on my phone, morning motivation every morning. Where is it? Oh, I know I already put it down. I make a cup of coffee. Morning motivation. I need this to continue to channel through my subconscious. Shit, I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm one idea away. Now, we already in our purpose. Some of us are already in our purpose and don't even know it. See, our passion comes first. I want you to hear me. Your passion drives you to your purpose. You get that? Your passion, it opens up your purpose. Your passion is the vehicle to your purpose. Sometimes you don't even know that you're there. Sometimes it's good to not even know that you're there. Because sometimes once you get there, there are other levels of distractions. There are other levels of difficulty. So once you get in the purpose, just focus, man. Keep the passion burning. You got to keep fueling the passion. This is my passion. See, your passion helps you keep your head down. and keep you extending your purpose. My passion is allowing me to keep my head down, not in a bad way, but in a way to stay focused. This is my passion. I have to get this out of me. I love being an inspiration. I love being able to penetrate others' spirits through my own testimonies. I love to awaken the God in other people through my own experiences and circumstances and situations, so they can see that the reality of God is not a spook. The reality of God is not a mystery. The reality of God is a human being. This is us. And so, yes, I can preserve. Oh yeah, do I want to take nice trips and vacations and be able to say my family is taken care of, unborn generation is taken care of? Yeah, that's what yeah. Do I want to be able to go just take off and go around the world if I choose to? Go cop me another spot somewhere way in another state, somewhere that's mine? I can get up on and just go there and just and relax if I want. Yes. Yeah. See, because in the scriptures, God said that he would give you the things of your heart, of what you desire in righteousness. So always keep the passion and allow that to fuel your purpose. No one can hurt your feelings. Listen to what he said. He says, no one can hurt your feelings. Your feelings come from your thoughts. Ooh, that was deep right there. He said, in actuality, he said, no one can hurt your feelings. He said, why? Because your feelings come from your thoughts. So basically, what is he saying? He's saying to change up your thought pattern, change up your way of thinking. Once you understand your passion and your purpose, whatever is said against you, your self-improvement is your armor that will protect you, your atmosphere. It won't be able to penetrate your atmosphere because you're into your passion and you will have extended your purpose to the world. So whatever someone says about you, it's not hurting you. It's not affecting you because you are so deep in your bag. They're wasting time. You're not wasting time. You're preserving time. You're enjoying time. You're controlling time. Do you understand that? All praise is due to Allah. So family, I just wanted to come on, man, and give us some motivation. Give us some inspiration. Because right now I'm about to get off and I'm about to get right off into some other things, man. I don't have to go to work until later this evening. So right now, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy, put on me some nice Sade, let that Sade hit my ear. Come on, y'all know what I'm talking about. Let that Sade in the background, turn that Sade down kind of low, where I can read, where I can read, I can hear myself reading what I'm in, my curriculums, and understand, but I still got that Sade, I got that Sade going real nice in the background, real low, but I can still get that feeling from Sade. I can get that feeling from him. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. You owe that to yourself. I don't care what condition you in right now, but we gotta do this, family. We gotta do this. We have to create a curriculum. You have to create a pattern. You have to get a vision board. It's a vision board behind here. I wrote on it already. It's a vision board behind here. But guess what? This is a vision board right here. Freedom, justice, equality. Sun, red, freedom. Star, justice. Huh? Moon, equality. Freedom, justice, and equality. This is motivation to me. When I see this is motivation. Freedom, justice, equality. Strive to discipline. Strive to go against yourself. Strive to control time by self-improving. That's what I want you to focus on today. Control your time by self-improving. Don't allow no one to take your happy place. But in order for no one to take your happy place, you got to put the balusters up. That means that we have to put the work in. We have to be able to study things, and the more we study, the more we fulfill ourselves with something positive of God, the more we can remove things that brings about anxiety, that brings about unhappiness, that brings about, just sulking and being sad. Oh, come on, man. Don't you just sometimes dislike that? You know that person that every time you talk to them, you trying to be happy, but they always got something negative to say. Oh no, we're not finna do that. I'm gonna remove myself from that situation. I'm gonna remove myself, and you have a right to. That's why I want to say this to you. If you got people in your life like that right now, family, that doesn't make them a bad person. It doesn't make you a bad person either to remove yourself. Listen, I don't want that in my life, in all due respect. So I'm going to love you from a distance. We can love from a distance. It's nothing wrong with loving from a distance. Don't beat yourself up because you love somebody from a distance. I love you, but I know this, I got to protect this. I got to protect this here, man. Shit, I got to protect this here, man. This all I got. The reality. This is between me and God. Start thinking like that. I don't care who's around you. I close with this. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, one time, I never forget, we was literally looking at him. We was in Mosque Mariam. We was in Savior's Day. We was looking at him on the screen. And as he was teaching, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, he looked around. He said, He gave a little grin. And then he looked at everybody. He was combing just looking. He said, this is a lonely road, He said, some of you think you know me. He gave a little grin. He said, some of you may know me. And as he gave a grin, in a split second, his grin became like a face of seriousness. He said, I'm alone. Boy, every time I think about it, I get chills. He said, I'm alone. He said, this is a lonely road you have to walk, It just seemed like he turned into somebody else. He said, you think you know me. You don't know me. And I just was holding on to my seat. And the reason why I was holding on to my seat, because God is my witness, I understood in the spirit what he was saying. He said, I'm alone. I love my wife. I love my children. I love my grandchildren. I love my great-grandchildren. I love my great-great-grandchildren. He said, but I am alone. He's talking to all of us. Once you get to that level where you have aligned yourself with God, you are alone. It is you and God. Meaning, yes, you love your children. Yes, you love your family. Yes, y'all have a gathering. People come over. We watch TV. We play little games. We hug. We excited. We sing songs. We do all of this. We congregate. But at the end of the day, it is you and God. It's you and God, man. Your God does not unfold when my God unfolds. We all have to walk alone. You can love your husband. You can love your wife. But at the end of the day, the intelligence inside of you, the God inside of you says, nothing comes before me. You can't even breathe. You can't even breathe. So God is saying, it's just me and you. You can't even breathe without me. In the Quran, Allah says, I'm closer to you than your jugular vein. I'm closer to you than your life vein. How? You can't get no closer than that. So once we start focusing on that, brothers and sisters, we can control time. So if there is anything that I said that has rubbed anybody the wrong way, that is not my true intention at all. But if there is something that I said of benefit, understand that it comes directly from Allah through me. I'm a student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I pray to Allah God that He allow all of us to have some type of inspiration, man. Pray to Allah that He allow us all to be successful. Whatever we're doing, our intentions are righteousness. Our intentions are full of success, man. So may Allah continue to bless every last one of you. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube page, you can go to YouTube, and my subscription is Winford X. You can put in my name, Winford, and X, and you can pull up my videos from YouTube. If you have not checked out my videos from YouTube, go back and listen to them, and if you have any questions, you can DM me. You can DM me. If you're interested in the Final Call newspapers, I'll show you how to get a digital Final Call newspaper and make a one-time donation. It's your choice. Whatever you want to, whatever donations you want to make, you can. It's a minimum of $2, right? You send me a valid email address, and when you send me a valid email address, you donate, you'll send to my Cash App $2, or you send what you want to send. You can send $5. I have some people send $5, $10. I've had a person send $50 and say, hey man, you know what? Especially this week's edition right here, it has our brother Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, on the front, and a lot of things that are broken down with actual facts. It's off inside of the Final Call newspaper. So I know a lot of people be saying, hey, what y'all think about the Ye, formerly known as Kanye West situation, this and that. Well, we can all come from our own angles and have our own emotions bottled up into what we're seeing. But God, man, who's proven, right? Who's put the banisters up, meaning the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and his team of those who he approved to are qualified to speak and be able to listen to the Jesus of our time, not just speaking from an emotional point of view, but in literally reality, speaking from a level of intelligence. Okay. So we got to be careful, on how we, talking and certain things that we're saying, because the enemy is watching. They're watching, and they're trying to figure out, and they're trying to see where you lie and where you stand and this and that, because at the end of the day, they coming. If they feel that you're a threat, they're coming. So we have to be wise and mindful on the things that we say, man. So I just wanted to definitely come up here. As long as God continue to give me a breath, I will continue to be inspired. Inshallah, God's will, I will be inspired to come up and give a few words of inspiration, because it's hard. It's hard. Life is challenging. It's a lot of problems. But one thing that we can say that with all the problems, there are solutions to the problem. So in every cloud, there's a silver lining. So may Allah continue to bless every last brother and sister. I greet you in the greeting words of peace, which we say in the Arabic language. Assalamu alaikum. All right, we're about to end on this YouTube. I thank everybody for coming in. If it was just one person, two persons, it doesn't matter. You know, if you can go back and look at this live and look at all the lives. And if you have any questions, feel free to respond on the YouTube, or feel free to respond on Instagram, my Facebook, whatever. If you are interested in buying a copy of my book, Determined to Change, I did 15 years in the federal penitentiary from the age of 19 to 34. I've been out 7 years now, and I have some more things that are coming. It's kind of been a delay with certain stuff, but you know, we're continuously working forward, man, and continuously striving to be positive and productive, and really just, you know, continue to be an effect in a good way to our brothers and sisters, to the masses of our people. So with that being said, assalamu alaikum.